been working as a social media manager supporting coaches and entrepreneurs for the last 3.5 years, and I've noticed that it's quite often that coaches and small business owners hire the wrong support for their business. And this is why I think that happens. Tell me if you agree. So what I've noticed is often business owners will hire the wrong type of support because the reason they choose this person is based on rapport, feelings, vibes. But then when it comes to the actual process for collaborating, there isn't a clear outline of what that's going to look like, which is where the whole relationship starts to break down. And, obviously it's happened to me as a service provider, but it's also happened to me as a client. Like, I've been on both sides of this equation. So what I realize now is that besides having a good rapport and a good feeling with the person, which is important, we also have to understand their process for collaborating so that we can make sure it fits like our workflow as well. And so as a service provider, what I do during our discovery calls is always break down what I need from my clients in order to collaborate with them effectively so that they can decide if that's going to work for them before we even get started. And I want to walk you through it really quickly, and I'd love to know if you have any suggestions for improvement. So when I onboard a client, I ask them for any assets that I can use to create their content. So blog posts, podcast interviews that they might have been featured on, YouTube channels, anywhere where I can glock the tone of voice of the client and replicate it. The next thing I ask for is all the branded assets or access to their Canva account. So if I need to design like carousels or any type of graphic, I have everything I need. And so after that, I have the materials that I need in order to get started. I create the strategy, I take care of drafting the content, and I always submit a few posts for review so that they can tell me if this is the style that they were looking for. If not, they can tell me what's missing. I can course correct and we can take it from there. We communicate via Slack so that we have like a asynchronous communication channel that is not distracting like email chains are. And then monthly we catch up on a quick 30-minute call to align, expectations, like what's happening next month, what do we need to cover. I get their input as to the direction of the content for the following month, and I batch it and send it over to them for review. Now the process for review and amendments is very simple. There's no complicated tech they need to use. I just have a system for showing what the content's actually going to look like, and they can quickly click a button and approve it or send me a little message saying what needs to change. And so this keeps our workflow real simple. And so far, I'm told this works great.